January 6th, coming off the weekend. We all had an all right weekend. They got us last night. Giannis got us the night before. Giannis got us with Grayson Allen. We're going to get right to it, though, man. Kyle Kuzma, 18.5 points. I know. He got his last game was a blowout. You know, he ended up with 16 points, rebounds, and assists. We're going to call that PRA. Okay. I've heard people say that in the past, so to abbreviate it, keep it short, we're going to call it PRA. In the blowout. Didn't even get back in against Miami this year. Bradley Beal played twice. And he hasn't played once, but Kyle Kuzma's played all 3 times. And every time that they played, on average, Kyle Kuzma's averaging, with Bradley Beal playing twice, Kyle Kuzma averaging 16 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 4 assists, 3.5 assists. Dinwiddie, last game against the Heat, no Bradley Beal, 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 12 assists. Not saying it's going to be the same game, you know, because Bam was out, Lowry was out. What if Jimmy's out tonight? Definitely, like, if Jimmy Butler's out, I'm definitely taking the over on Kyle Kuzma, 30.5 PRA. And I'm taking the over on 12.5 for Dinwiddie. And the 6 assists over for Dinwiddie. Van Vliet, over 20.5 points, just because he's been crushing it lately. Rozier, 18.5 points every time he plays against Toronto. Gary Trent, 19.5 points. That's just a hunch. Feeling like he's going to get his shooting stroke back like he did. You know, he got a 16 in one game, in the overtime game. So that worried me, but maybe he get a stroke back tonight, and maybe he hits his 3.5 threes. Maybe he hits 4. DeMar DeRozan. I like almost everything on DeMar DeRozan except fantasy points if LaVine is out. If Zach LaVine is out, I like it anyway. But if LaVine is out, I love 39.5 PRA. His 27.5 points, 5.5 assists, and 5.5 rebounds. I love it. Vucevic, if LaVine is out, I like him to go over 19.5. Ayton can't hold him out there. You know, I doubt if they put Crowder on him, but nobody's there to be able to hold Vucevic. So I like the over on 19.5 points. Darius Bazley, over 12.5 points, over 23.5 PRA. Especially if Dort is out. Donovan Spider-Mitchell, 24.5 points over. Killed it. First game back from concussion. 33.5 PRA. Killed it. Coming back from concussion. 38.5 fantasy points. Now, I usually don't mess with the fantasy. And Evan Fournier to take a few more shots than normal. Even though Kevin doesn't play more than 20 minutes. Still looking for Evan Fournier to take more shots. So I like his PRA also against Utah. Royce O'Neal. If Jordan Clarkson and Rudy Gay is ruled out, if they are both ruled out, love the 6.5 points. Got to take the 6.5 points if they both are ruled out. Siakam, I like the 9.5 rebounds over. Plumlee's been on the tear. I like his 8.5, 9.5 rebounds, whatever he's at. I think it'll be enough rebounds to spread, but one of them not going to meet the mark tonight. Remember, I said that. One of them will, one of them won't. DeAndre Ayton. I love the over on 10.5 rebounds. We got Phoenix versus Chicago. So, like I said, I like the under on Vucevic rebounds, you know, going against Ayton, you know. So, Looney against OKC, over 10.5 rebounds. They don't have a big man right now. Their secondary big man is hurt. They don't really have a big man, and Looney's been crushing it with the weak big man. So 10.5 over for Looney on rebounds. We got Mitchell Robinson, over 9 rebounds, just because Whiteside's not starting, Rudy Gobert is out, as a Bouquet is starting usually. So I like the over 9 rebounds for Robinson, but I love the 1.5 blocks and steal for Mitchell Robinson. I don't usually mess with that category unless I see something to stick out, but anytime you got somebody who's capable of getting 8 in that category, that stays at 1.5 for most people, most of the time, against a team without its starting center, and he's a center, you got to take that. Chris Paul been crushing his PRA. We're going to go with his PRA over against Chicago. DeMar could put up a fight if them boys could figure it out, especially if LaVine is in. If LaVine is in, I definitely like the PRA over on Chris Paul, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that makes sense. We got Javonte Green, 16.5 PRA, just because he's been crushing it. He's been hitting 20 plus for the last 5 or 6 games. Tougher matchup tonight with Phoenix, so got to be worried on that. Mike Conley, weak at the guard position in New York tonight. No Kemba, no Derrick Rose. You know, you got Quickly. If you can catch Quickly at 8.5 points, I like the over on him. If RJ Barrett and Julius Randle could come together like they did against the Lakers and make a nice little push, I like the over on PRA for Mike Conley tonight because he's going to have to play. And then we got Klay Thompson. We're looking at his threes. We know Klay going to take them. Just like Gary Trent Jr., we know he's going to take them. So it's up to you if you want to take that chance on Klay hitting 3 threes. He hits 3, you got a green line.